You don't need a sewing machine to start sewing, and I'm going to prove it to you. Welcome back to Stitch by Stitch, where I teach you how to hand sew. Today, we're going over the hand serging stitch. You can use the hand serging stitch to finish raw edges of fabric, which just means to wrap thread around raw edges of fabric to protect and prevent the fabric edge from fraying and unraveling. The hand serging stitch uses doubled thread rather than just a single thread, which means you're going to thread the eye of your needle with a doubled thread. To do this, you're going to take a singular piece of thread, fold it in half, then pass both ends of your needle through the eye of your needle. Then to start the stitch, you're going to insert the needle from the back to the front and pull through until you have a little loop here. In practice on fabric, you would do an anchor stitch on the underside, but on paper, we're just starting like this. Then we're going to insert the needle at 2 and pull until it forms a loop like so. Now pay close attention because the first stitch is going to be a little bit different than the rest of them. For this stitch, we're going to pull the needle through the loop, making sure that the needle goes over both threads of the loop. Then after we pull our needle and thread through, we're going to insert the needle again at 3. Now, instead of pulling the needle through the loop of both of the threads, we're going to pass the needle in between the 2 threads within the loop. Then you're just going to continue this step for the rest of the stitch. So again, we're inserting the needle again at 4 and passing the needle in between the 2 threads within the loop. At the very end of the stitch, we're going to pass the needle through the same point from the back to the front just to hold the thread securely on paper. In practice on fabric, you would finish this stitch off with an anchor stitch on the underside of your fabric. I have plenty of tutorials on how to do an anchor stitch on my page. This workbook is available through the TikTok shop or the link in my bio. There's also a left-handed version of this workbook.